Hey y'all. Okay, so I know it's been a while, but I just wanted to show I'm doing a paper bag. They have a logo that they wanted on it, and they want the QR code at the bottom. This is the logo that they wanted. I'm doing it as a sticker because my printer is not big enough to feed it through. I've tried everything, it did not work. So I am going to do it as a sticker. These are UV stickers, of course. I wasn't thinking because, of course, my husband was like, "You're doing it as a UV sticker, but it's a paper bag, so the bag is messed up. You're just gonna have a sticker, but that's fine." So we're gonna do them as a UV sticker, and then we're going to. I did this on my Cricut and cut it. It's cut as a sticker, and this is what's going to go on the bottom. So this is the shorter. I hate to cut it shorter. Anyways, this is the paper bag here. It's a large paper bag. We're going to put the logo up here, and we're going to put the QR code down here. So the first thing that we're going to do, I'm going to move my camera down so you can see. I am going to take my ruler, and I'm going to measure the front. So it is 13 wide. And then I'm going to measure from here to here, which is 8 here. So 8 height and 13 wide. My sticker is about 10, right? So if this is 13, I'm going to do half of 13, which is actually... Yeah, so I'm going to do half of 13, which is 6.5. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take my sticker here, right? So from this side to this side, it is 10. Yep, and the height is 5, okay? So, of course, we measured here to see that the height here is 8. So what I'm going to do, half of that would be right here. So right here, I'm going to get something and mark it just to be sure. 1 second. So I'm going to measure from here to here, which is 8. Then I'm going to go to 4. Going to put a little mark here. So this is the halfway. Okay, so we have 13 here, which half of that would be 6.5 right here, right? Which would be right or about a little bit before, because that's right where our mark is at 4, right? So right here is where we're going to mark. We're going to put our sticker. Now, this is tricky, but we're going to do it. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the back. If it cuts off, I'll be back. I'm going to take the back off. I'm going to take my sticker. Now, what I'm going to do is before I put it down, I'm going to fold it in half just so I know where the half mark is on the sticker, which is right here. Okay. So there's the half mark. I'm going to take the half mark. Now, do you see how it's a little bit too far down? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up. I'm going to measure. So clearly the 4 down is too far. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to measure where my 4 is. I'm going to find the 2. So right here where the 2 is, I'm going to mark what my 2 is right there. And that's where my half mark is going to go. I'm going to take... I'm going to take the little half mark where I can see it, and I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to lay it right here and lay down the rest. Now, what I'm trying not to do is the outside sticker is to get it too stuck to the bag, right? Because I don't want it to up the bag. But I'm going to take my squeegee. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to take my squeegee, and I'm just going to go around the sides here. So I'm going to go through, but I'm going to show you something when I am done. I'm going to show you something that the reason why we did up and down. I'm going to show you. I'm going to squeegee it on just to make sure all in between is on for sure. Right? Now I'm going to take this. Now that we squeegeed, you're going to do it slowly. Because it is sticker, of course, it's going to pull some of the bag up. But you want to make sure that you squeegeed it well. Because if you don't, it will rip as you come up. So, but what you can do is just press it down until it catches, right? So what I should have done, and this is my mistake, I'm going to show you. Do you see that? See the bag there? So now, alright, so as you can see, it's stuck to the bag on this side, so I couldn't pull it up. I'm going to kind of push it down, but I'm going to come on this side because it seems to be all the way on. I'm going to put my hand right here, see, and I'm going to push it, because see, I'm going to have to push down, but this is what I wanted to show. You have to be careful. Do you see the paper bag? You see how it's on the sticker? So, but you see how now it's not stuck? And because it's been on the paper bag, it's not going to allow me to go along it. And then here we are. But I wanted to show you something else. With it on there like this, what do we notice? It is crooked. So the reason why we did our up and down, right? All right, so we did our up and down. All right, so see how we measured it here to here, and now we see that it's 10, but when you put the measure up here, you can see that the sticker is clearly off. All right, so what we're gonna do is from here, how we see that it's 2 would go right here, so then we're gonna go to 3 right here. We're going to mark it here, right, at 3. And we're going to make sure that we mark it up and down too, right? Because what we're going to do is when we put our sticker on halfway, we're going to measure it to ensure that it's straight, okay? So let's get another one. Thankfully, I made extra ones, so it's fine. So I'm going to take my next one. The best thing to do is to cut. I had my son cut these, so he didn't know. But the best thing to do, and I can definitely tell that he did it. We're going to cut along here to make sure that there is little to no plastic on the outside of the sticker. So we're just going to clean it up. Okay. So it's cleaned up now. Okay. So now we're going to try it again. Now I like to eye it sometimes because, yeah, I'm going to, again, go from here to here. Okay, so I measured it, right? This is our half. And this over here is where it's going to end, right at the half, right? So I have my half mark right here, which is going to go here. And then I'm going to make sure that this right here finishes on my half. Now, I'm going to go accordingly here. I want to make sure that it's even. And that right there is the hardest part. All right. So to me, it looks about even right here, right? If I don't know, I'm going to measure from here to the, Alright, so I'm going to take the back off. Oh, Lord. Hopefully it doesn't take the whole minute. If it does, I'll come back. Okay, so I'm going to take the back off of here. Right? I have my half mark here. Right? So I'm going to go half here. Right? So that's half right there. And I want to just kind of bring it down. All right. So, okay, so I got it on there evenly. And now, do you see that there's no sticker? So I am squeegeeing it just to ensure that it's fully on. Now, because there's no end, I'm just gonna take my finger here and look. And then we're gonna pull it. Because there's no excess, it's on there. See? And there we have it even. And that's the top. Okay? So now we're gonna take our bottom one. Right? I'm gonna measure from one side of the sticker to the other, which is 6.75, and we're gonna do half of that. Okay, so we're going to take our sticker off, which what I will do, I forgot to do, is put it on there. My settings on Cricut, I should have done it with more, because it didn't cut all the way through. See on this side right here, but that's cool. All right, so the middle is right in between here. So it's 13 and it's 6.5. I put a mark right here. So I'm gonna put it right here. I just want to make sure. So 6, yep, right here. And let's measure this. It's 5.5, so that would be 2.5. Okay, so I am taking my sticker. I'm gonna cut it in half. See, I have it in half here. And I see that my half mark is right here where the pin is, right? So I'm gonna put it right there. And there you have it. Top, bottom, top UV sticker. Bottom is just our sticker paper. Okay? Because it is a paper bag, it's gonna get messed up regardless, so just remember that. Okay, even no matter what type of sticker it is, it's still going to. All right, I'm gonna finish these up. I have 100. All right, you guys have a great evening. Peace.